All right. Standing in Place, episode 42, I think. 42. Yes, that was a dish. I gotta put that away. January 26th. 26th. We're almost through January of 2021. Holy crap, that's going fast. We made it through the last week. That's good. I've been seeing a lot of pictures of a certain guy from Vermont. Pictures have been floating all around the internet. It's actually been quite refreshing. My Instagram feed sounds far more formal than it really is. I'm a Instagram stare at, scroll addict, just like way too many people. Has been dominated by this Vermonter that appears to be cold. He appears to be cold. And I find it very confusing because this gentleman, he's bundled up. He's bundled up. He's got a warm jacket on. He's got mittens on, big yarn mittens. He's sitting in a chair with his arms folded because he's cold. He has a face mask on, but it's not a warm one. It's like one of those medical ones. The dude's like a couple hundred years old. Must be. Vermonter. This is a place where it's cold, a place where it snows. And nobody taught him that you lose most of your heat through your head. He doesn't have a hat on. Very dramatic mittens. And a giant coat. Sitting wrapped up, bundled up, no hat. No hat. At that same event, a cowboy showed up with a hat. He only removed the hat to sing and to gesticulate towards the audience while he was adding drama to his singing. That man had a hat. So hats were allowed. You can wear a hat. But this Vermonter, no hat. I think that's why he was cold. And there's pictures of this guy everywhere. There's pictures of Bernie everywhere, and I fucking love it. It's so nice to have a week that's dominated by ridiculous images of this guy just photoshopped into everything you can imagine. It's awesome. Maybe I'm one of the sheeple. I'm one of, somebody just wants to feel like everything's all right. But I am somebody that wants to feel like everything's all right. And it's not. There's all sorts of stuff screwed up. And, yeah, tons and tons of problems. Things that have to be fixed. Crooked things. Lies, deceit. All that crap's still going on. But it was slightly less painful. In fact, it was somewhat amusing to see Bernie everywhere. He's sitting up on a on a beam with a bunch of iron workers in New York City in black and white. He's in front of the Clerks, the Quick Mart or whatever that is in Jersey, the stories with Jay and Silent Bob. He's in Bird Box. He's with Minor Threat. He's with Big Bird. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's wonderful. I think they even got caught. On a game camera with like some wolves. It's so good. He choked out Conor McGregor. Amazing. Good job, Bernie. It was like a sigh of relief. Bit dramatic, but it felt good for a moment to see that, to see ridiculousness. And you know what? The ridiculousness, part of what's cool about it is the creativity that's going into the ridiculousness, right? Is all these people coming up with all this ridiculous shit to stick this image of Bernie in. It's so wonderful. And you don't get distracted by all the hoopla around those mittens. the mittens that are like recycled sweater mittens that are filled with recycled plastic bottle insulation, whatever that is. Isn't that Primaloft? I think that's something you can just buy. But anyway, all the hoopla that has to go along with that. They could just be warm mittens that would have been fine. But they're very, very elaborate, very consequential mittens. So that's nice. That's fine. That's fine. I'd rather hear about that right now than what I was hearing about a week ago. So that's cool. I'm glad last week went smoothly. Took a lot to do that, but okay. So nice to see you, Bernie. Thanks for spending some time with us. Get a fucking hat. How true is that anyway? Are there any medical people that watch this? Is that even true? You lose 90% of your heat through your head. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no way 90%. 90% is not shooting out of the top of my cup. This is not the way that could ever work. My head is not a giant heat sink. That means that I could completely cool myself off in the summer by putting a hat on full of ice. And that's not the way that works at all. It feels better. But it doesn't completely cool you off. If you have a fever, they don't put your head in an ice bucket. They put your body in a bathtub full of ice. So that must mean that you're losing heat through other parts of your body than just your head. So I don't believe that that's accurate. That you lose 90% of your body heat through the top of your head. You can go snowboarding naked with a hat on, which you can do. You can do that. But you're going to be cold. I remember doing shirtless runs snowboarding. And it was always cold. And it was always dumb as hell because somebody had to have a backpack and they'd carry your clothes and then you had to trust that they'd give them back to you. It's like such a scam. If you're going to ever do shirtless runs, you need to carry your own shirt. Because there's no guarantee that you can trust the hooligans that have joined you to allow this depravity to do shirtless ski and snowboard runs. You can't trust them to give you back your clothing. Don't do it. This is advice from Marc. I'm looking out for you. If you're going to do shirtless runs, carry your shirt. Bring your own backpack. Stuff your shirt and your jacket in your snowboard pants so it looks like you have a jacket in your pants. That's really all it's going to look like. Yeah, don't trust those people. Don't trust those people. Also, don't trust people that misuse. No, that hasn't been decided. Don't trust people that put toilet paper on a roll upside down. That, we know how the toilet paper goes. The toilet paper goes over the top and hangs down. If you got anybody that's doing it around the backside and it like comes out like a receipt dispenser, don't trust those people. Don't trust those people. Where I almost went was this other thing I wanted to talk about, and that's not, I don't know that we've determined if those people are untrustworthy. I just feel like half the population's making a bad decision on the proper etiquette and use of a bathroom exhaust fan. There's etiquette, and I thought it was pretty straightforward. I thought that the use of a bathroom exhaust fan, I'll pause so you can think about this for a second. How do you use the bathroom exhaust fan? In fact, put it in the comments. Tell me what the proper etiquette is with a bathroom exhaust fan. Because I believe that the proper etiquette is enter the bathroom. You turn the fan on, especially if you're going number 2. Number 1, unless you've been eating a lot of asparagus, you probably don't need to. If you're going to go number 2, turn the fan on. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the exhaust gases. I don't want to hear the splashing. I don't want to hear the groaning. I don't want to hear the bracing and the tension that you're putting your body through in order to push this material out of yourself. I don't want to hear any of that. Turn the fan on. Also, the fan is on to exhaust all the noxious fumes, to exhaust all of the poison gas, to exhaust what it smells like inside your body, because I don't want to smell inside your body. That's what the fan is for. Now when you're done, once you've flushed, once you've washed your hands, once you're moving on, proper etiquette is to shut the lights off, leave the fan on, close the door most of the way, leave a small crack, because that's how airflow works. You need to be able to draw in fresh air. You need to draw the fresh air in and allow it to help evacuate the remaining fumes, the remaining remains, the remaining poo gas that needs to be removed from the airspace. Let it exhaust through and just leave it be. The next person that uses the bathroom is going to go in there. They'll recognize what's going on. Oh, I just went to see if I have a sesame seed in my tooth, and they'll shut the fan off. No problem. This is the proper etiquette. I'm confident. You want to give the next visitor to that space the most comfortable experience you can, and you can only do that if you remove all of what you left in there from the space. That's my understanding of proper etiquette. And I've learned now that there's people that shut the fan off when they leave. They just let that marinate. They just let that sit in that space and continue to saturate into all the fabric articles, the towels, the toothbrushes, the floor mats, the shower curtains. It just sits there and marinates them all with the noxious fumes that were once inside your body that you released while removing the waste. Those fumes are permeating. They're sinking into, they're seeping into everything in that room if you don't leave that fan on, and if you don't allow that fresh air to enter the space. This is unacceptable. I do not believe that the fan is just for while you're in there. The fan is not just to make a noise. The fan is not just to remove what you have expelled at that moment. The fan needs to continue to run so that you can get everything out of there. I believe this to be true. Please feel free to comment and let me know how you feel the exhaust fan in the bathroom is supposed to be used, because I feel confident that this is the correct technique. And on that note, I think we have covered all the important topics for the day. I screwed up, see? That's why I do this. Now I got it right. Okay. So use your exhaust fan properly. Toilet paper goes over the top. And Bernie memes are awesome. I hope everybody's doing well. It's snowing outside. At least here. Stay warm. Don't crash your car. Good decisions. Respect. We'll see you in a week. Take care.